What is up, YouTube? DanCT860 here with my Igknight deck profile. I recently, when I made my first two deck profiles of this deck, I had sold it and I missed it, so I rebuilt it again. So, for this format and for future formats to come, I'm going to be playing this deck. I just think it has a real potential against a lot of the decks. It's really consistent and explosive. The only bad thing is that it could get broken really hard. So, like, it could do well against decks, but other decks can really break this deck so easily. So, you gotta play smart with this deck. So let's just get into it. This is going to be a deck profile that for a friend of mine, since he's trying to build a deck too, so he can watch this. 3 Royal Magical Libraries. This is not going to be too good for long, solely for the fact that Solemn Notice is coming around, and this will not do anything for you if Solemn Notice is going to be set on their field. So in the future, when Solemn Notice comes out, this is going to be replaced by Dankoseka. That is the only smart thing to do. This deck will no longer be a library turbo eccentric deck, so I'm taking these out for Dankosekas. But yeah, continuing on. Just the one hamster. I like hamster. It does a lot for the deck. Sometimes I want to run 2, but 1, I don't really have the space because I'm stubborn on playing certain other cards in the deck. So 1 is fine. The effect I like to use the most is the pendulum effect. So yeah, but the monster effect itself is really good too. Next, for the actual Igknights, they all do the same thing. They destroy each other when they're in the pendulum zone to search fire warrior type. So the low 4s, these are the low 4s: Paladin and Templar. Paladin scale 2, Templar scale 7. They're all 2 and 7 with each countering their levels. Then you have the 3 Margrave, scale 7, level 5. And then the new card from the most recent set, 3 Cavalier, the beater of the whole deck. It's got the strongest attack points. It's a scale 2, we're at level 5. I really like this card just because it's strong, but that's really it. The rank 5s are not really key in this deck. My favorite levels in this deck: the Gallant ranks, scale 2, level 6, and then Uzi. This has a gigantic booty, scale 7, level 6, and you'll see that some of the rank 6s are some of the better choices to go into in this deck. So yeah, that's it for the Igknights. Now for the spells. Run 3 MSTs. I feel like in this format 2 would be just fine, but I run the 3 just to see it more. It's not a bad card to have in the deck because you really want to not get Vanity locked out, or something that will just, something like a Mistake is really hurtful, extremely hurtful to this deck, because all this deck is searching. So this is what that is for. 3 Ignition Phoenix. I like this card. It's one of my favorite cards in the deck because it's an OTK enabler, because it boosts up your monsters to beat over stuff if they're not quite there, but it just pushes for more damage because you could just pendulum out a bunch of guys and boost them up and then just really go ham on them. Just to make things clear, because people try to tell me that you could do this but you can't. This card pops an Igknight card on the field to add another Igknight monster or an Igknight card from the deck. You cannot use this effect to pop this field spell because it is an Ignition Phoenix. It is not an Igknight card, technically. And vice versa, you cannot search this out with its own effect if you pop another Igknight card on the field. So, too bad. 3 upstarts, just to give food for the Royal Magical Library. 3 Summoner's Arts, more food, and search out your level 6s. The Sad 1 Rhoda. This is really hurtful to the deck, more than people may think, even though the Ignites are searchers. But to really, really go through your deck as much as you want with a first turn library, it is better to draw into a spell more than it is to draw into an actual Ignite card and getting your counters off the Ignites itself. It is better to activate a spell, get a counter, and then you search out an Ignite and then get more counters off the Ignite. So that's how I've seen it. That's how I've dealt with the deck, and that's the way I feel like it functions the best. Pot of Riches, because I think is really good. I've tried Painful Decision, which is one of the new secret rares in the deck, which in the new set, which it says you can send a normal level 4 or lower monster from your deck to grave to add another with the same name. That's really good because Pot of Riches can just shuffle it back when you need to, but in my opinion, I don't ever really want to just automatically just send them off to the graveyard. Although it's a nice idea, it's fuel for library, but like I said, library is shouldn't be played once notice comes out. And for the only traps that I play, 3 Tyrant's Throws and 1 Vanity's Emptiness. That's all you need. People have tried Skill Drain along with this. It's not bad because all your guys are normal, but sometimes you need your Exceeds. And some of the decks right now are not really shut down by Skill Drain. I mean, Cosmos isn't really shut down by it. I faced a couple of Cosmos that actually main decks it, and it was really annoying when I was playing my Artifact deck, so it's kind of sucky. But that's the main deck. For the extra, extra deck, I play the Abyss Dweller. Those are rank 4s. The Castel, 101. Get in there. Karn Gorgon, really good card in this deck to protect your Tyrant Throws. Harlan Drago, I really like this card in this deck. It's a kind of a more damaged Kagaga Cowboy and whatnot. But with Storming Mirror Force coming out, you probably should play Gaga Cowboy over this. But I really like it just for the fact that if you need to stall out like a Dark Destroyer or Forerunner, and you have this out with a Pendulum Scale, this can be attacked. So, yeah. 101. I really like it. This is basically my Exciton replacement. People do not like to see this because they have to waste so many resources just to get this off the board so they can get their attacks through. It's really good, and it's pretty good in the combination with another card in the deck. Excalibur, your problem just got bigger. So I thought that was really funny. Ranganemiad, one of the best cards in the deck. Against the Cosmo matchup, it's kind of underwhelming unless you for sure have game, but it's still a really good card. For the rank 5s, you have the Shark Fortress, really good OTK pusher, because you could target one of your monsters, they can attack twice. Tyrus, really good card. Durandal, really good. Volcasaurus is pretty good. That's the 5s, the only 5s that I really play. The only 6 is that you need to play, really, that are important. Bouncer, Utopia, Beyond, which it goes really good with the Utopia that you play. And then the best 6 for this deck is Basilotrice. It's like it's basically another Ranganamiad type of play to go for, because its effect is you can detach 1 to banish 1 card on your opponent's field or graveyard, banish it, and then when it has exceed materials exceeding just 2 or more, it gets more effects. So the 3 or more, 3 plus is this card gains 200 attack and defense for each material under it. 4 is it can't be targeted by card effects, or targeted by cards. And 5 is it can't be destroyed by card effects. So it's really good when you have 5 just sitting on there and just beating over stuff. So that is it for the extra deck. I'll show a side deck just to give you a gist of what you should be running. So like I said, when Notice comes out, you'd be playing Denko Seconds in the mains, but I'm side decking them. These are supposed to be Denko Seconds. I let somebody borrow them for a regional that they're going to pretty soon. So I hope he gets them back to me, because he's going a long distance all the way to Brazil to play the regional. So good luck to you, Joe. Do not lose my shit, please. 2 Jinzo, just more back row hate, trap hate. Just really hate the traps that conflict with the Igknights. 2 Vanity's Fiend, really good. It's more soft locks, like your Tyrant's Throws. I play the 1 Majesty's Fiend because I don't really like this card all too much. It was better when what's it called? In my opinion, when, what the hell is that deck called? Necros were still a thing, just because they couldn't search or get their effects off. And if you could protect this, you'd be just fine. So yeah. 3 Wavering Eyes. Just because we're heading into a pendulum heavy format. 2 Necro Valley. I took out the 3rd for the Majesty's Fiend, just to lock out certain decks. What's it called? But I'm definitely gonna take this out. What the heck is this? Definitely gonna take this out just because Necros aren't a thing anymore. So I gotta find something else to put in here. And then 2 Tyrant's Tirade. So yeah. So I'll probably take out the Necro Valleys for another Majesty's Fiend, just because I have the space for it now, and it's really good against Cosmos and Magispectors and whatnot. Really good against anything with effects, really, and it doesn't hinder you because all your guys are normal. So probably another Tirade, maybe, or don't really know. Majesty's Fiend and Tirade, maybe. That's what I'm working with so far. But that is the deck. Hope you guys enjoyed. This is the time to start innovating, just testing out the format before the next structure deck, or not structure deck, the next set comes out. Like I said, though, these guys, these library keepers right here, are not going to be so good when Notice comes out. So the Denko Seconds will be going in for them, and people should start playing this card now. Yeah, because all this is basically a Magical Mallet Upstart combination. So it's really good. I really like this card. I think it's gonna go up in price. So once the Performage and other Pendulum decks come out, it's gonna be really good. Another deck card idea for when you want to take out the libraries is Heatwave. Heatwave is good, especially in a pure Igknight build. That way, you know for sure your opponent's not going to go off, and you can do the shenanigans on them. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed. Really try out this format right now. Take the time to play your favorite decks and find out what decks are going to be good. And try out this deck, definitely. I really feel this deck has potential, especially coming into the future. This deck is going to take off really far. So, peace out, YouTube.